Hello guys, how you doing? It's Lee here again from the Free Hammers, here to preview our game against Astra, which takes place this Thursday, of course, out in Romania. It is the Europa League playoff match, winner takes all, in that the winner goes through to the group stages, which I think is minimum requirement for us this season. But and we're coming up against a familiar opponent in Astra, Giguli, I think you say it, something like that anyway. Of course we played them last season in the round that we won in last time, so we're a round further. Last season, of course, we drew 2-2 in the first leg. We were 2-0 up, James Collins got sent off, and we ended up joining the game 2-2. So we go into this game knowing a bit about our opponents, and I don't know how much we can all remember about them, but I'll give you a few little bits of detail about them in a sec. But first of all, of course, the match is getting played this Thursday, which is the 18th of August. It's on BT Sport, which is good for those that aren't going out there. Big thing to take note of is the kickoff time, which is 7:15. So it's slightly different. So get home quicker from work, if indeed you are in work that day, and get home in front of the telly to watch the match. For those lucky enough, we've had an allocation of 600. Tickets aren't on sale anymore. That's because of the time, or in fact that we actually sold them out. I haven't seen anything to say that we have, but we've got 600 tickets in the I'm going to get this completely wrong. It's the Stadiul Marin Anastosovici. There you go, say that when you're drunk. And it holds 8,500, so not the biggest stadium in the world, and we've got 600 of those seats, so just under an eighth of the stadium, which is good. So what do we know about Astra? Well, firstly, they won the domestic league last season, so they won the Romanian Premier League. No, that's the exact title of it, but they won it. So obviously beating West Ham proved a bit of a catalyst for their season last year, and they went on and indeed they won the league, which was good enough to find them. Actually, if you think about it, there's some half decent Romanian teams in Steaua Bucharest, who play Man City in the Champions League qualifier, of course, are the usual champions. And there's a few other sides that have been in the Champions League group stages from Romania in the past few years, so it's actually quite a big thing for them to have won the league. And of course, winning the league, they got into the Champions League this season, but they lost to the Danish side, in the last round. So that is why they've dropped into the Europa League and find themselves facing us. In terms of form, they actually haven't had a great start to the season. I'm reading here that they've won just four. They've got 4 points from their opening 4 games. Obviously, of course, they've been knocked out of the Champions League, but perhaps significantly, they did win 3-1 on Saturday. So maybe that will prove a bit of a bounce for them. Let's hope not. For us, of course, well, we, as you all know, beat Domzali to get to this stage. So he lost the first leg, and then first ever came in the Olympic/London Stadium, saw us get through. And we, of course, started our season with a loss on Monday against Chelsea. I won't say anything more about that. Check Luke's review of the game, and we've just discussed it in quite a bit of detail on our podcast as well, which will be going out very soon as well. Now, usually in these we try and predict the starting lineup, but I can say here and now I haven't got a clue, and this is just going to be a series of questions. We've obviously been hit badly by injuries, didn't play well on the match on Monday, so this next one is only going to be 3 days after that, not much recovery time, and then of course we play on the Sunday as well, so it makes it difficult. I mean, first and foremost, Misaku is illegible, having played for his previous side in the Champions League, so he can't then play in the Europa League until we get to the group stages, if indeed we do. Figuli, Ayu and Lanzini. Figuli and Ayu are obviously injured. Lanzini's on his way back, but I suspect this will be too soon for him. And of course Payet is still getting his fitness up. I'd be very surprised if he plays. Very, very surprised if he even travels to Romania. But we shall see. We have, of course, signed Cagliari, which is good news, and he is able to play. He's in the squad, so I think Carroll might need a bit of a rest, having played 90 minutes, and will probably be needed again against Bournemouth. So that's good to have another striker option. And of course you've got Ashley Fletcher, who could come in as well. He's looked decent in pre-season, squad with a development squad early this week. So so that's where we could go there. I mean, the back, I think Randolph will play in goal. Trying to pick what we're going to do at the back, I just don't know. I mean, Nordveld can come in at right back. I'm not going to go into the Antonio thing. I really can't see him playing him there again after what happened on Monday. Sam Byron will have to fill in at left back again, I think, unless Ogbonna plays there. My personal preference would be to play Ogbonna and Oxford as the centre half, so I think that's a partnership with a lot of potential, and I'd like to see them two given a go. I mean, I think Byron will play left or right, and then someone like Nordveld, Chiarti, maybe Reece Burke could come in at right back, or he could go free at the back. Who knows? I'm not really helping you much here, but it's completely up in the air. His Slaven Bilic's pre-match press conference, which will probably be on Wednesday, I guess, will be interesting. To see if he mentions the Antonio issue. If indeed he sees it as an issue, he may not. I think Obiang will start in the holding midfield role. Noble rarely misses a game, so he'll probably be in there as captain, obviously. And then either Nordveld or Chiarti would be my guess for the third midfield position. And I've sort of touched on it a bit already, but up front, I mean, who knows? Carroll and Valencia, as I said, both played 90 minutes against Chelsea. I think Tor will start in one of the wing positions. Fletcher perhaps could come in there, as I said, Cagliari could come in there. Carroll could indeed shock us all and play 2 games in the space of 4 days. I'd be very surprised, though, that they'd risk that. And as I've said before, I can't see us risking Payet either. Diafra Sakho, it's a strange one. Is he going to pop up? Is he going to play? Again, interesting to see if he's in the squad. Lots of questions and not many answers there, I'm afraid. But that's sort of how it is at the moment. It's early days in the season. Few injuries. Players did play well against Chelsea. Defence, which the fullbacks has sort of completely been taken apart. So what Slav will do and what he'll do, he'll pick a team to try and get a result. Obviously, it's his job. And it'd be interesting to see what he does and then how that changes for the Bournemouth game on Sunday. In terms of prediction, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw, which would be a great result. We've got a stronger team than we had last season, so I think we can beat them over 2 games, and certainly I think we'll draw 1-1 out there, hopefully, and then come back and finish them off on at the Olympic Stadium next Thursday. Get your ticket if you haven't already. I think the Salves have picked up a little bit, but there's still quite a few empty seats there. Tickets are a tenner, apparently. So yeah, hope you can join us, Three Hammers, and the rest of the fans that are going to be at the game. So that's it for now. Here's hoping for a positive result on Thursday, and then again on Sunday. And I wait with bated breath to see what the lineup will be for those matches. But for now, keep believing, stay positive, and I'll see you soon.